Hi guys! So today, as you've seen in the title, another Project Pen update, and I need to apologize because it's just a long time I did that. It's literally 2 months. I tried to do it monthly, but I just didn't manage. I was just really busy. And yeah, YouTube is only a hobby for me, but let's just get right started. So, at least because it was 2 months, I have a lot of empties. The first thing that I actually emptied is my blush. So that was already really thin last time. I repressed it before, and blush compact was empty now. And I actually cleaned it out already because I really like this compact, and often with other compacts I have the issue that the back here breaks, and this one isn't broken yet. So I actually save this one in case I have to repress a product where the compact is also a bit in need of repair, because this is sorry about that. This is just a really nice compact, and I like it, and I will keep it for that. Then I also emptied my face powder. This was Kiko Milano. I did repress this one as well, and then it was fairly easy to use it up because it's hot, it's summer, so you use a bit more powder, and I did so. So that's empty. This compact I probably will not keep because I have, I think, one of the Kiko Milano compacts, which is literally the same one already in my... I have a little box with empty compacts, which are quite good quality to repress things, and I don't want that to be too many, so this one will go in the bin. Then this is kind of an empty, but kind of not. So this is the Burberry Fresh Glow Foundation. It was a stick foundation, and I was empty to the top. But then I actually started to dig in to get the foundation out, and then even in that hole was so much foundation. So what I did is I digged it all out, and I put it in. And now again, this is actually an old compact that was empty, which I had in my drawer of empty compacts, which I like to reuse. And I put it in this old Eve Lom Cream Foundation compact. And this was so much more. I did that already a week ago. So as you can see, I actually hit already pan on all of that. There was so much foundation. This is at least 2-3 more weeks of foundation use. So I will continue finishing this up, but I will not keep that old packaging. And I'm really glad I actually digged in. I mean, it's not the best foundation, and it's definitely not one I would repurchase, although I do have another one of these. But it costs a lot of money, so I will use it up, and I will use up everything, even though I hit theoretically out. This would be an empty, but I'm glad I digged out of it because I don't want to waste product. Let's face it, I don't want to waste it. So I will use it up, and it's in a different compact now. Then I also have a bit more progress on... Oh, I actually didn't mark that one. I did shine my light through that earlier. This is a foundation mix. This is Bare Minerals Bare Skin, but I also mixed a few other foundations in there and some glow drops. It's actually, when I shone a light earlier through it, it's down here now. How I used it up, I actually didn't use it a lot on my face this month, but it was really warm weather, and then sometimes I like to put a little bit of foundation on my legs, and this is how I use this one. Because this one is very fluid, it spreads really nicely and makes it easy to just put a hint of foundation on my legs. And what I then do is, after I put the foundation on, I actually have a big old highlighter, which I wanted to show you, which is not usually my project pan, but I wanted to show it to you guys. It's the Revolution Pro highlighter, which is just massive. This is 15 grams of product, and I bought that last year, and this is what I use with a big old powder brush on my legs. As you can see, I hit pan already because I use it a lot in the last few weeks on my legs, and you have a lot of area to cover. This is actually also one of my tips. If you have like highlighters which you might not want to use on your face, or just getting old and you just want to use them up quickly, use it on your legs, use it on your body in summertime. And this is what I did, and I hope the weather stays nice, because then I will definitely be able to finish this one up this summer. But yeah, this is what I did with the foundation. Put the foundation on, and then this. Then another empty, which I didn't really introduce last month in my project pan, but after my Kiko Milano powder was finished, I got this one out. It had a sponge here. It was like a sample size of a face powder from Maquillage, which is... I think they're a sister-daughter company, I think, from Shiseido. It took me a week to finish this one up, so weeks of powder use, which wasn't bad, and it's empty now as well. This is, by the way, a really, really nice powder. It's so soft and so fine. I really enjoyed this one, and I do have another one of these one in full size in my old Sailor Moon compact, which I hold years ago, and I somehow don't use it because it's kind of a collector's thing for me. Then next empty, and this was not really an empty, but more like a death in the family. This was an eyeshadow stick from Ted Baker, a dual-ended one, and both ends I was fairly low. I had like maybe ½ centimeter left on both ends. I used them as an eyeshadow primer in the last few months, but both of them broke off, and they broke properly off. Like, they came out and even made a hole. And unfortunately, they broke off before, and I would put them back in. It happened a few times in the last few weeks, but when it happened roughly 5 days ago, they broke off, and they fell, unfortunately, in a more dusty corner of the room. And I didn't want to put that back because it was dusty and dirty, and I don't want to put that on my eyes. So I binned the bits that fell off, and it fell off both sides within 2 days from each other. So this one was a disappointment. I would definitely not repurchase after feeling they fell off because they dried out, and they are not that old. Like, I bought this one last year. No, actually not last year, the year before. And I have other cream eyeshadow sticks which I have a much longer time, and they seem to last much better. So this one would be a no for me. The packaging was quite nice though on that one. Then I still use my eyebrow gel, which is like a sample size from Benefit Give Me Brow, and it's still going strong, so I will continue using it. Same with my mascara. I still use it. It's the Iconic London one, which is actually quite nice. I enjoy it. And then my face highlighter is this one still from Laura Geller, although I'm kind of tempted to retire this one for a little bit. I do really enjoy this one, and I hit pan massively, as you can see. It's like a baked gelée formula, made in Italy, as you can see as well. I do like this one, but because I finished some other products, I kind of want to introduce something different. But let's see. Then face spray, I introduced this one, the fixing spray from, I think the company is called 3ina or something. And last time we were up here, and I didn't mark it yet, but we're literally down here now. Reason for that is it was really hot here in the last few weeks, and I used it several times a day, and this is how you easily empty a spray. Also, I use it quite liberally. That pump sprayer, that mist, or the mister, is not nice. It comes out a lot of product at the same time, which is a bit annoying. It's like splash on your face. So I thought, while it's hot in summer, I would try to use this one up purely because I also don't like the mister, so I'm using it liberally on my face every time I want like to refresh my face. So that should be easily finished by end of next month, or end of this month actually. Then what I also wanted to show you guys, I thought you might be interested. I used recently a lot some eyeshadow palettes, actually 3 different ones, but one of them I now hit pan. And because you watch this video because you like Project Pan projects, I show you this one. So this is from Makeup Revolution, the Ultimate Eye Look palette in Quartz Crush. And I hit pan in 3 shades. I don't know if you can see. Here's a good pan, there's another pan, and there's an even bigger pan. And I really enjoy these eyeshadows. Let me actually swatch them for you. They're a bit like duochromy, a bit pinky, of course, but they're actually really nice, despite the price point of these ones, because I was only like, I think it was £10 or £12, and I really enjoy using them at the moment. I use this one, this is just a matte, which is not very exciting. I usually use it to blend out the edges and stuff, so I don't think I will hit pan on that one anytime soon, but I thought I will show it because you clearly watch this video because you like to see pan. Then I don't really have them in my Project Pan, but I thought I'd show you a bit of progress. I use a lot of different lip products. I have like a whole stash of different lip products, and because I never really show them in my Project Pan because I don't want to really be tied down to one lipstick, I have like, I think 10, 15 one I use at the moment, and I thought I showed these 3 because they are nearly empty, all of them. So I give them maybe 2-3 more months and they will be completely gone. I use them in conjunction with other lipsticks, but the other lipsticks are quite highly pigmented, so I don't really have much to show. But these ones, because they're getting so low now, I thought it's worth showing them actually in a Project Pan video if you like to see progress on lipsticks. Now, regarding the highlighter, which I might want to retire, or maybe just use a bit less. So last month I introduced this bronzer back in because the Claudia Schiffer one was empty, and this one just goes for years and for ages now. It's a hefty size though, 20 grams, and because it's like baked gelée formula, you only need a tiny little bit of it. I really like this one actually. It smells like chocolate, but I was thinking I want to focus on a palette for a while, and this is because I do have a few palettes and I don't really use them because I always use my Project Pan products. This is from Makeup Geek, and it's Sun-Kissed Bronzer, Bliss Blush, and Psychedelic Duochrome Highlighter, and I started to use it a week ago, and I see already such good progress, especially in the highlighter. And the bronzer even as well, like slowly the imprint seems to be wearing off. So I thought, you know what, this blush is so peachy. The bronzer is a good shade for me at the moment, and even the highlighter is duochromy. It looks like white, but it has like a golden pink shift. It looks really good when you put it on top of the blush. So there you can actually see it. That highlighter has a really golden peachy shift. It's really good for summertime. Let me blend that blush out a bit. And even that blush, because it makes you look a bit like sunburned, it's just a really good blush for summertime. So I thought, you know what, let me focus on this palette for a little bit to get a bit more usage out of my palettes. And I'll probably, I might just leave it in my daily makeup box where my Project Pan products are, but I will definitely focus on the palette for a little bit. And yeah, there we go. Because that way, my blush was empty this month. This is really good progress. This will last me for years to go, I have the feeling. I will just get a bit more usage out of my palettes. But that's it for me today. And let me know what you think in the comments. And I see you next time. Bye.